What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I'm happy about what my team did yesterday in the game, considering that we sat 25 players. That we actually did pretty good in that game. And I liked what I saw from Overshone as well as Damone Clark with the help of Mozzie Smith taking on the double teams to keep those guys unmolested. I'll have more about him later on. But this is exactly what I knew was going to happen. I knew that this shit was going to happen. See, here's the thing. The reason why so many of you guys hate Dak Prescott and think that he's just a garbage ass quarterback is because they don't talk about anybody else. They don't. You would think that the only person in the NFL that throws interceptions is Dak Prescott. Here's an interesting one for you guys. Here's an interesting one for you. You know the 2007 Dallas Cowboys team, which I looked at and said that was probably the best chance we had to get a Super Bowl. That team was loaded. We had 13 Pro Bowlers on that team. Tony Romo was slinging. We had Terrell Owens. We had Sam Hurds. We had Patrick Creighton. We had Jason Witten, who was young. 91 receptions by Jason Witten. That was when he was literally changing the game for tight ends. We had an incredible team. You know, in that season, that unfortunately we had the bobble snap against the Seattle Seahawks and lost. I'm sorry, wrong year. We lost to the Giants in the playoffs, I believe. I think the Giants went on to win that year. But be that as it may, it doesn't matter. We lost in the playoffs. But do you know that Tony Romo had 19 interceptions in that season? That was the second time he had 19 interceptions in a season. I'm just kind of putting it out there because we seem to forget that we don't have anybody else ever in the history of the Dallas Cowboys to have interceptions. Troy Aikman was almost 1-1. Touchdown passes to interceptions. Just pointing that out. But here's the thing that's crazy because Dak Prescott, shout out to Juan Ramon, who sent me actually the clip. It was a tweet that was talking about Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence last year in the playoffs, in the first half, threw 4 interceptions. 4 interceptions. And mind you, you do know he threw 3 against the Eagles in one game. Yeah, they should have won that game had he not thrown all those interceptions. Now, maybe he gets away with the fact that they won the game with those 4 interceptions. But let me say, in a playoff game, he threw 4 interceptions. Nobody talked about it. Nobody. So, this is the first action that he's had since that game, the second game. And he throws an interception to start the game. And here's what we get on NFL Network. So mind you, that's I don't even know what they did in the second game. I don't know how many interceptions he may have thrown in their second playoff game after they beat the Chargers. But listen to this.
What games means a show filled with highlights. We have one more coming your way here in Dallas. That was Trevor Lawrence there. First quarter, no score against the Cowboys. Lawrence connects with Calvin Ridley for a 13-yard completion. We've missed him.
Yes.
Jackson Ford on 4th and 3 here. Lawrence finds Christian Kirk in the back of the end zone for the 9-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
And the Jaguars go on to win 28-23. Lawrence 5 of 6 of 36 yards, a touchdown and an interception.
5 of 6. Now, if you watch this, you looked at that. Now, understand, we fumbled the ball. We fumbled the punt return. They got the ball right there. So here's what happens when you get the turnovers, okay? Because we turned it over. Okay, first our defense stopped them, stuffed them. Our second team defense stopped them twice. We get a turnover there. Now we got our backups. Our defense, boom, they just stopped them. We're punting the football. We're running off the field. We going over to get some Gatorade. Good guys, good job. Coach Tuck, great job. Way to stuff their first team offense with our backups. So now, turnover. Our guys, oh shit, where's my helmet? They're running out of the field. Okay, of course. That's where it's an easy touchdown. But on the first play going against our second stringers, he throws an interception. The only thing they got here is they show you the highlights. Boom, Trevor Lawrence. Boom, fourth down, touchdown pass. Oh, Trevor Lawrence is great. But what about the freaking interception that he threw to start the game? What about the 4 interceptions that he threw in a playoff game? Playoff game. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Seriously, you're talking about playoffs? Yeah, playoffs. So this is where you have to understand, this shit ain't the same when it comes to Dak Prescott. Apparently, Dak Prescott's interceptions count more than everybody else's. That's it. Dak Prescott's interceptions count more than anybody else's. Because here's what's crazy. You hear that Justin Herbert is higher ranked quarterback than Dak Prescott. But they lost to that Jaguars team that got 4 interceptions and a fumble. But he's great. He's great. Trevor Lawrence lost the same weekend the Dallas Cowboys did. Josh Allen's on a team that last year everybody was talking about Super Bowl favorite. Josh Allen. Look at the size, the strength of him. He's incredible. You know, like they already had the bus for him, right? They lost at home in the playoffs the same weekend we did after we played on Monday Night Football, first time ever, and on the road, and had to then turn around and play in San Francisco on a short week. A place where, you know, mind you, they were on an 11-game win streak with Brock Purdy. Everybody will tell you, Brock Purdy, oh, you lost to that guy. Well, you know what? There were 11 other guys that lost to that guy in a row. And that defense of theirs was holding people to 17 points. Short week, after emotional win over Tom Brady, on the road, we lose. Dak is the worst player in the history of football. Oh, mind you, we lost one of our number 1 weapons, Tony Pollard. This is some bullshit, guys. This is some bullshit. Yes, the Jaguars won last night. We did not play Dak. CD, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup. We didn't play any of those guys. And if it weren't for the 2 turnovers, we would have won that game. But they touted the hell out of the Jaguars, didn't they? And Trevor Lawrence. Some bullshit, y'all. It's some bullshit. All right. I'm working my way back to you guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at the handrails over there. Working on getting this side so it looks like that side over there. And I can scratch this off the list for my occupancy. So that way nobody will be able to fall down the steps. Not that anybody's falling down the steps. Not that anybody's falling down the steps. But I guarantee you they won't, or at least not through the railings. They might fall down the steps because they're, I don't know, in the club tipsy or something. But they won't fall from up here down. Hope you all are having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Peace.